Today we are in German's Dad's Pub. Why are we here today? Because last year our producer, Mr. Martin, went to Iran to see the cask beer, how they made it from.
Barrel aging beer is one of the biggest trends going on in the States right now. We just thought, it'd be a good idea. We could do that, get some barrels in and brew some interesting beers with it, because the idea is to use let the beer sit in these. These are usually spirit barrels, so they could soak up some of the flavor of the spirit. They could get some of the flavor of the oak, and they could also just generally mellow out a bit, because most of the beers we put in these barrels are, 10-15% ABV. These barrels, these are all bourbon or American whiskey barrels. Some of these are bourbon, some of these are rye whiskey. For a lot of the barrel-aged beers, they would have a very unique flavor to them, just because it soaks up different kinds, the flavor of the spirit and the wood flavor into it. And aging definitely helps. We've been doing it for, I think, almost 2 years now, and we constantly come up with different and new ones. For us, it's just searching out, and I think that's the part what I was talking about, that for the brewers, it's not just the industry, the professional, the scientific side of being a brewer, but also the creative, the expressive, the way that you could try things and be innovative and be bold about flavors. And I think it resonates very well with our fans too. So the good thing about these beers is they age very well. You could most beers you want to drink fresh, but for these beers, you put it in a bottle and you store it somewhere cold. Some of our first batch of barrel-aged beer, I think a couple days ago we just had it, and it's been sitting in a bottle for maybe 2 years now, and it tastes even better than originally, because I think in a bottle all the flavors blend and it settles out. All the flavor settles out, so it's a lot cleaner, and the flavor is a lot straightforward than when it's fresh out of the barrel. The flavors haven't really settled down yet. I think these beers are all very high alcohol. These are like 12%, but very, very delicious.
This one is the bourbon barrel-aged red ale, and this one I think is much special because it's hard to brew this kind of beer. And we brew the red ale beers and just put in the barrel, and we need to put over half year or maybe even 1 year to make sure the bourbon aroma and the bourbon flavor will get inside the beers.
Wow, wonderful. You can taste like whiskey in the cask, tastes like a bourbon way, but actually with the beer. And also it's very foamy. Last time we went had a Guinness, but this is strong. Make sure you're ready for this. This is double stronger than the Guinness. This wonderful beer, I think I got some idea for the recipe. Cook some dish with hold on, let's see. Today I'm going to cook some amazing chicken dish with wonderful beer. We're going to have some ingredients for later on today. The chicken dish. Right, producer. We have some chicken breast fillet. Actually, we did already. And some carrot sliced, and onion, and some butter. And of course, we have some beer. All right, turn over. Actually, the people, they don't eat chicken breast in Taiwan very much. You know why? Because they think it's too dry and not enough flavor. That's why drumstick chicken is very popular in Taiwan. Some rosemary. My favorite, oregano. I was in Greece for a couple of years, right? The oregano for me is a good recipe. You can't get the fresh one in Taiwan, but we're going to use the dry one. Put some oil in, add on some butter, and onion to melt. Wow, look this, smell it. Very important, we're going to caramelize the onion in the beginning. When you're cooking, the caramelized onion is a very important part, right? And make sure you caramelize the onion.
What I'm trying to say is when you caramelize it, the sugars from the onion come out and you get that lovely sweet taste. Something that doesn't happen much in Taiwan. Okay, Chef?
Yes, thank you very much. Sorry, the audience. When you have to drink the beer with the whiskey cask, you know, a little bit dizzy, but that's part of life, isn't it? Yeah. When the onion almost caramelized, put the chicken breast fillet into the pan. Look, when you hear the sizzling, that means it's wet. Alright. When you see the chicken breast getting wet part, they're almost ready to turn, but make sure don't turn too much. Look this. Look this. So now I'm going to put some bourbon cask beer. You put the beer in. Alright, make sure you cover all the chicken. Turn the heat on. You add in sliced carrots. Lid on. Cook 2 minutes. Okay, so I have 2 guests to try the raw carrots and chicken breast. Normally people in Taiwan, they don't eat chicken breast that much, and also the carrots.
Chicken breast is too dry, and compared with chicken, we can eat something else. The meat, like the beef, is much wet compared with chicken breast. So I think the most Taiwanese don't like the chicken breast, and even the carrot, because the carrot you can taste the raw aroma inside it. So I'm really interested about you just add these two things we don't like, Taiwanese don't like things together, and it smells very good. No, I really like it because it's very wet. The chicken breast is very wet, and I know the chef add our beer inside it, and it's just you don't taste the alcohol aroma or taste inside it, but it's very good.
Have you ever cooked with your beer before?
Not really, because I think the alcohol. I'm not sure Taiwanese will accept the alcohol aroma in the food, but I think it's really good.
Wow.